I want to thank you so much, my dear brothers and friends from the coalition of Young APC Stakeholders Forum of the FCT. You are the nucleus of the All Progressive Congress in Nigeria because you are at the heart of the nation. So I want to thank you for taking the time to come on this visit. Let it be on record and let it be noted that you are the first organized group to visit my office since this nomination. I do not take it lightly, and we record you as veritable partners for the success of this new leadership odyssey. We serve and people see, but there are people who see very deeply, who put on their lens of scrutiny and say, oh, this is meritorious service. Let him come to a higher plane of service where he can do more for the nation under an organized government structure. In this respect, I want to first of all thank my leader, my father and mentor, His Excellency Right Senator Dr. Godfrey Obot Akpabio, Grand Commander of the Order of the Niger, whom God used to ensure the mention of my name at the right places and the right quarters. I want to thank Mr. President for finding me worthy of this noble appointment. And I thank him, and I do not also take this lightly. It is with deep appreciation that I welcome this nomination as we look forward to an effective and a smooth screening process by the National Assembly. Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, from his cradles of leadership sojourn in Nigeria, right from the 90s when he fought side by side with the late Chief M.K. Abiola in defense of our democracy, had one passion in mind: to see the transformation of Nigeria through her true potential. At the dawn of democracy in 1999, when he became the governor of Lagos State, he ensured that Lagos State was moved from a backwater state to become a world-class city to be reckoned with as we now know Lagos today. He has also worked an efficient leadership succession plan. Leadership succession is one of the greatest tasks of any leader, and he did that efficiently. We see that despite the hurdles, he was also someone who could maintain a party structure, metamorphosing over time to become the mega structure we have today, the All Progressives Congress. And so, Mr. President is a grand strategist. And when you see a grand strategist born in any generation, all you should do is to align with such an individual, particularly if such a grand strategist is patriotic and altruistic. And Mr. President is a true patriot. Mr. President reminds me of the father of the modern Singapore, Lee Kuan Yew, who is famous for his memoir, From Third World to First, how Singapore leapfrogged from a backwater nation to become that great nation she is today. Mr. President is imbued with such zest, vigor, zeal, and patriotism. Mr. President, again, made me to look at Barack Obama's book, The Audacity of Hope, and I drew a parallel, and I said, Mr. President has what I will christen the audacity of courage to take such bold moves to correct the macroeconomic parameters of Nigeria that were already headed downhill, ensuring adjustments in our fiscal and monetary policies, ensuring that the unsustainable fuel subsidy regime was put off, ensuring that beyond that, the quaky economy that was on spindly feet was gradually being put back to life again. And one thing I would tell everyone is that Mr. President knows one thing for sure, that he alone cannot develop Nigeria, despite his zeal, despite his altruism, despite his vigor and patriotism, despite his courage. And that is why Mr. President needs men like me and men like you. That's why Mr. President needs all the citizens of Nigeria. All hands must be on deck. Yes, we are not in glory lands. Nigeria is faced with challenges. But when men and nations are faced with challenges, it is not a time to lean on a limb in despair. It is a time to rise together behind a courageous leader and say, we can surmount our challenges. We can conquer the obstacles. And that is what I want to tell every one of you here in this office today. And that is the message I want to resonate across the length and breadth of Nigeria. Let us dust ourselves up and let us rise in partnership with Mr. President to see how we can build the Nigeria of our dreams. I want to assure every one of you that in Mr. President's drive for development, the development commissions for the 6 respective zones have been passed into law, and we have these commissions functioning presently. The boards have just been constituted, and we will swing into action immediately. For us in the North Central Development Commission, we are aware of the challenges that have been faced, particularly the crises and the wars that we have experienced between agronomic farmers and animal husbandry crop rearers, the cattle herders, who are predominantly the Fulani pastoralists. Trace back to history. Was there a time we lived as brothers? We will bring back those times again, when the farmers and the herders will live together as brothers again. We will introduce all the innovations necessary to ensure that there is growth, there is progress, there is value addition in our agricultural value chain. Wealth will be created on new frontiers to ensure that from the little microeconomic indices, our macroeconomic parameters can begin to look upward and better again. Our GDP should begin to significantly rise by virtue of what we will do in this commission. We will consult with the masses of the North Central region to identify their felt needs and generate solutions to these felt needs. Pause. Let them on the generator. Mr. President knows that we can build a new Nigeria. And it is what we all as Nigerians should also know and believe in. Let us partner with Mr. President. We are not saying that there are no problems. There are problems. We admit and we agree. But we are saying that together with Mr. President, we will conquer them, we will face them frontally, we will address them, and we will build the new Nigeria of our dreams. A Nigeria that will stand shoulder to shoulder with the greatest countries in the world. A Nigeria that will be set on the path of accelerated economic growth and development. And that is the essence of this commission. So, I want to invite you all as partners as we embark on this leadership odyssey. Your ideas will be welcome. Your innovations will be appreciated. We will be going to hitherto unreached communities to interact with everybody. Every citizen is important. We will focus on ensuring that all the indices of development reach to the farthest of the parts of the North Central region. The Human Development Index will rise significantly. I want to thank you all and let you know that this is not a time for celebration or making merry, but after now, we will know what the essence of this office is. To wit, we must all roll our sleeves. We will take off our suits and remove our caps. We will go into the dust and into the rain, into the mud and into the fields, and we will build the new Nigeria. We will bring hope to the face of the hitherto downtrodden, renewed hope. We will ensure that a better life is made accessible to all citizens. We can achieve this together, and this is a vehicle for us to do this. I want us to all take collective ownership of this office, to identify those areas that need to be addressed. I am very thankful that those whom the President has nominated to head the commission are very seasoned technocrats. We have Chief Cosmos Aki, who is the chairman of the board, a man with so many years of experience in driving development. And so you need no soothsayer to tell you that such a commission will hit the ground running with speed. And our managing director is also a very competent and a very dexterous hand. Our duty is to feed them with the right information. And as we feed them with the right information, these men that are workaholics will ensure that those problems are translated to solutions. A new Nigeria will be built. We thank every one of you as stakeholders. We thank the President again for an opportune time. And much more than anything, I want to let you know, thank God you all are FCT stakeholders. And which state am I representing on the board? FCT. Under who? And who is in charge of FCT? We don't just call him Chief Wike, we call him the working Wike.
Yes, the working Wike.
You understand? Mr. Project, the workaholic minister, the man who gives the president an assignment year by year. Yes. So the president is moving around as if he's out of breath, commissioning one project after another. And this year again, projects will be commissioned. So I am glad that I will be working under the captainship and leadership of our dear minister, distinguished Chief Nyesom Wike. So we will be recording progress, we will be recording development, and we will be recording a better life for all FCT indigents and residents, and indeed the North Central and Nigeria as a whole. God bless us all. Thank you. That's fine.